Welcome to another informative video where we delve into the fascinating world of maintenance funding in higher education. I'm Ryan Chan, CEO and founder of UpKeep, and today we're exploring the contrasting funding strategies of public and private universities in the United States. Stick around to find out which type of institution is spending more on maintenance and why this might be. Let's also discuss the impact of economic downturns and increased maintenance backlogs on both public and private schools. Let's dive into the differences between how public and private universities fund maintenance programs in the United States. It's an interesting contrast, as public universities typically pay for maintenance programs through government-funded budgets, while private universities often lean on donations to handle general upkeep and operations. However, both types of institutions depend somewhat on tuition payments to pay for both new construction and maintenance requirements of aging existing buildings. Here's an interesting fact. Private schools are actually spending more on maintenance. According to the Delta Cost Project, spending on maintenance and operations has either declined or remained relatively stagnant during past decades in both public and private higher education facilities. To give you an idea, public research universities spent $2,023 per full-time student per year in 2003. This amount dropped to $1,932 10 years later. On the other hand, private research institutions experienced a slight increase, spending $3,278 per full-time student per year in 2003, and increasing that to $4,101 a decade later. While private schools are spending more on maintenance and operations per student, public schools are facing more financial challenges and as a result have less money to spend on maintenance. Both public and private universities are grappling with the demand for new buildings and facilities, balanced against the maintenance needs of aging, existing buildings on campuses. According to a report from Sightlines, colleges are now investing more money into existing buildings at the highest rate in more than a decade, reaching $5 per gross square foot in 2017. Many institutions of higher learning added buildings in the mid-1900s, which means most of those buildings are well past the typical 50-year building lifespan. After several decades of use, major renovations and upgrades need to be completed in order to keep buildings safe, operational, and up to modern building codes. Despite a decline in enrolling students, which means a drop in tuition revenue, some have struggled to keep up with steady growth. For example, 3 California-based public university and college systems need a minimum of $47 billion to handle construction, renovation, and retrofitting during the next 5 years. These 3 systems operate 147 campuses and 14,000 buildings, with demand for student spots high and growing. This struggle has left many colleges and universities trying to shift money from educational and teaching purposes to maintenance and operations. The problem is compounded due to the demand for lower student tuition at the same time. Turning to philanthropic gifts, going further into debt, or shifting money from faculty salaries or student services all come with their own challenges. The economic downturn has further exacerbated the issue. Sightlines, a higher education consulting firm, notes that the backlog of maintenance has increased 18% since 2007 at private schools and 22% during that period at public institutions. Nearly 80% of leaders who participated in a survey through the Education Policy Center at the University of Alabama stated that money for facilities was a major need. State governments are spending about 17% less on public higher education, which means public money is simply not available for the huge number of maintenance projects that continue to pile up year after year. In the end, the continued deferred maintenance leads to more and more emergency maintenance requirements, which are always more expensive than preventive maintenance counterparts. Universities and colleges may want to look at investing in a computerized maintenance management system, or CMMS, with the eye toward reducing overall maintenance costs in the long run. Thank you for watching this video. We've explored the funding strategies of public and private universities, the impact of economic downturns, and the increasing maintenance backlogs. Remember, investing in a CMMS could help reduce overall maintenance costs. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. To learn more about our tools and resources that can help your maintenance and reliability teams be more successful, visit us at upkeep.com.